Sure.
and how that works.
Once you guys sign up, just shortly thereafter, you should get this little, what we call a starter kit.
Let me make one
in the mail.
clarification. Once you sign up and you put in your deposit of $200, the deposit kicks in this, right?
Kicks this, yes.
The kit.
You should
This you get.
right away.
Good.
Okay, so this we call our starter kit. It's got some materials in here. One of the first things it has is what we call this Go Team card. You guys will all get one of these. It will have your name on it and a special member number. And it'll take you to a website, e3goteam.org. And this is a tool that you guys can use to help you write letters and to raise funds. It won't raise the funds for you, but it'll give you some tools. And we've got several just sample letters that you guys can look at. If you like one of those letters, you can use one of those letters, verbatim. If you think, oh, that's really not for me, that's not my style, you can kind of cut and paste from the various letters and write your own. We just want to give you tools. For a lot of people, just getting started on the memorization process is the hardest part. You can print your letters on your own, or if you like, you can enter the contact information for all of the people who you'd like to send letters to. Type that into the computer, click a button, and then within about a week, you should get letters printed on E3 letterhead to the people that you'd like to send letters to. And you can rest assured we're not going to use those emails for that contact information for marketing. It's just for your purposes. So the letters will come to you. You can sign them, maybe put a personal note on them, and then send those out to your supporters. So this is a wonderful tool. It's not something you have to use, but it's there for you to help you get started. We've got this little journal, and if you just kind of go through this, it's interesting. It's written by a campaigner and just her perspective going on a mission trip for the first time. So y'all might be able to really relate to this. And then we've got a what we call Ignite Your Prayer Life. It's a personal prayer journal, and this is a 4-week prayer journal. It'll really just help you to get started focusing on the trip and praying for it. So I encourage you when you get this in the mail to. It's real easy to think, oh, okay, I'll get to it later. Put it in your to-do box, and then a week before the trip, you think, no, I haven't gone through it. So when you get this stuff, open it up, and I encourage you to take some time to look through it and to go through this prayer journal. Okay, so that's what you'll get right away. And then once you put your $200 deposit down, you'll get this fancy box called our Go Team Toolbox. And when you open it up, there is a DVD in here, and I encourage you to watch the DVD. There's a lot of great information on there. It'll walk you through what a typical week will look like. There's information on how to work with the translator, and all of the information on that CD goes with. There's one piece missing from this toolbox here, but we've got a mission profile, so you'll have a packet of information that's specifically about India, and then there's another booklet, the guidebook, and it'll just walk you through what a typical week will look like. It'll walk you through preparation, and Al and I will be going through all that information with you in our training times. But it will really help you to prepare if in advance of that you're going through it and just kind of absorbing it on your own.
Things like packing lists, what do you do? What do you do about water, health issues? And we're going to cover all those kinds of things.
And there's so much to learn when you go. It's hard to, in one training meeting, get all of it. What you retain about 10 or 15% of what you hear. So I just encourage you to kind of be going through this at your own pace and digging in. Let's see. You'll also get 6 of the Evangel cubes, and you'll want to bring all of these cubes with you. And then when will be leaving them with our nationals when we leave.
One of the motivations when you've got your church members on your little team, is they're all interested if they're gonna maybe get one of these. If they learn to share the gospel using it, then you'll give them one at the end of the week. And it's amazing how much that has. Oh, I really want one of those. Okay, well then you need to learn how to use it.
You know, and people have varying reactions to the Evangel Cube. Honestly, the first time I saw it, I thought, it's kind of cheesy. I don't think I would really like to use that cube. But then I went to India, and it was just very helpful. People were very curious about it. And now it really is the primary tool I use. You don't have to use it, but people are interested, curious about it. And if you're new to sharing the gospel, it really helps just kind of lead you through the whole story. You can't leave out any of the essential elements like raising from the dead. You know, that's a big thing. So it'll just kind of walk you through, and if you go off kind of on a rabbit trail, it brings you back. And then also it's just a visual. It's kind of like a third world PowerPoint presentation, and they're very curious to see it. Just a couple of last pieces that are in this box. There's a little bracelet here. You guys familiar with like the wordless book?
Using
The
the colors.
Yeah, you can use this. There's just one of these. You can wear it. Use it to share the gospel with people. And then a book called Striking the Match. There's a guy on our staff, Dr. George Robinson. He did his dissertation studying our model and its effectiveness, and so it's really fascinating. So they're in this book. I encourage you to, this is not something you have to read before you go on the trip. It's interesting. Read it when you have time, and you can pass it along to a pastor or someone who's interested in that stuff. So these are the materials you'll be getting in the mail. Read them over, you know, start digesting, and then we'll be going through them as we train together as well.